Okay, we are back once again in Civilization 6, and we're picking up right where we left off. Super excited. This game is a lot of fun, and I'm ready to get into it, man. So we're taking a look at our newly built settler and trying to decide which direction I actually want to go with him. And I think I realized why this is the recommended settling location. Now, there aren't too many resources in this area. We got access to a river, and that's nice, but we only had, we got access to deer, we got wheat, you know, we got some bananas. It's not that great. It's nice, but it's not great, in my opinion. But over here we got a lot of stone, we got rice, we got a luxury resource which we're gonna need for the amenities pretty soon. There's actually not well, there's amenities over here, so hopefully we can reach that sooner rather than later. But I think why they're recommending I settle over here is because, once again, playing as England, I get a free unit every time I settle on a continent that isn't my home continent. So my home continent is the purple, which is Asia, because that's where England is. And anytime I settle on a place that isn't purple, I get a free unit. So I'm assuming that is why the game is recommending I settle over here, and I'm gonna take them up on that recommendation because it does seem like a good idea. And now, as for what I'm gonna build next, I'm gonna go for the galleys, and I'm gonna go for two of them. And the reason why, there's a plane outside. That's not the reason though. Building two galleys will trigger the Eureka for shipbuilding, and I may not necessarily go for that right away, you know, to actually complete the research. But if you remember from last time, we do currently have the maritime industries policy installed, so our production towards ancient and classical era naval units has increased by 100%. So may as well take advantage of that while it's active. And yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Now for the more immediate threat, we're gonna deal with these barbarians with our slinger and our warrior. We gotta make his way over there as well. And looks like we don't have any more action points on anybody, so we gotta go to the next turn. So that was painful. My slingers just got kind of stabbed in the face, and they took a tremendous amount of damage. My goodness, that was pretty heavy stuff right there. I'm probably going to back away because I don't actually want my slingers to die right now. And yeah, that feels like the smart money. So I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna back away. And then as for this builder, I'm gonna get him onto the fish, and I'm gonna get these crabs going, and then I'm also gonna get the fish going as well. And then we do still have some moves to make with our scout, so let's make them. I could automate his exploration, which is, I guess it saves time, but I've been having a lot of luck with actually roaming him around properly. So let's go to the next turn. Let's see what these barbarians do. They're probably going to attack my warriors. Oh, here we go. Here we go with the bullshit. So, Peter doesn't like me. Well, it's not that he doesn't like me, but he's catching an attitude. He's like, bro, your people are kind of stupid. Like, what's good? So, obviously, if we want to make Russia happy with us... Oh yeah, he's chasing after this slinger.
I thought clay must feel happy in the good potter's hand.
He is chasing after the slinger. So we just completed the research for pottery. And Peter's not happy. So Peter, let's take a little look at Peter and see what's really going on here. He's friendly to those civilizations that are ahead of him in science and culture. He dislikes backward civilizations that are lacking in science and culture. Now, I respect that, but I'm willing to bet that my dude has not even built a campus yet, so he has no right to criticize me. Okay, that's all I'm going to say about that. So let's go ahead and change our research up. let's take a look at the map before we actually choose. We're going to end up settling over here. It's probably going to take a few more turns to actually get here and then to actually get a builder up and running. So we're not going to need animal husbandry just yet. I think what might be more prudent is to actually try and get a library going, and then after that we'll switch over to irrigation to try and get a farm, so we can get those hanging gardens started. So let's go for some writing. So then maybe Peter will get off our case a little bit, asshole. So let's deal with this barbarian, this barbarian spearman. Send in the warriors, beat him up a little bit. So the warriors, they were a good match for them. And let's see, can we finish them off with the slingers? No, we cannot. So these slingers, there's a very good chance that they will die. And bad things are kind of about to happen. I think what I'm going to do, settlers going back, slingers going back as well. And then this builder, get those crabs online. So crabs are a bonus resource for gold, and fish are a bonus resource for food. And then let's switch over to the scout, see what's over in this. Oh gosh.
Γοργό έμι, χα βασιλέας τα Σπάρτας και χαγεμόν των Χελένων. Τι εσύ, τι νας νίκας χωιός τεσί αγγέλειν.
Okay, so we just met the Queen of Sparta. The Queen of Sparta. It is an honor to meet you. I would love to sample your hospitality. Boom. Oh, she right there. Damn. I feel like I've got I'm surrounded. This doesn't feel safe. I gotta be honest. I don't like this. I feel so. I'm a little bit all over the place right now. But I guess the reason I decided to go with England instead of a different, I could have gone with any civilization. And this is getting a little bit ridiculous with this barbarian. He is chasing my dudes to the ends of the earth. So I really should build another warrior, but I'm gonna go for another galley. Can I just purchase a warrior? I can. All right. Dude, what is up with that barbarian? This guy is ruining all of my plans. Like I was on a roll. I was getting ready to go settle. Fuck it. We're gonna kill this thing. Build it. If we build it, they will come. And we're gonna have to retreat our settler one more time. But it is for the betterment of our peoples. That the settler doesn't get killed and that the slinger doesn't get killed. And then for our production, I mean, the recommendation is saying trade, but fine. I'll go for trade. I'll go for the trader. It might prove to be more beneficial in the long run, because by sending out a trader, I'd send it to Jack. What is wrong with me? Jacarita. If I send the trader to Jack, it will create a road from London to this area, and that road will prove to be beneficial to whatever city I end up settling over in this area. So I believe that is going to be the more prudent course of action. But I may not even get to really take full advantage of that because of... I will be able to take advantage of that. So, like I was saying, I've been a little all over the place. I'm just kind of excited right now. But the reason we're playing England instead of another civilization is because no, that's not Jack. That is Sumeria. Oh, that's Gilgamesh. Gilgamesh's scout is getting into conflicts with the barbarian spearman. That's good. Gilgamesh is helping. Boom. Celestial navigation. We just triggered a Eureka. How did we do that? Your fishermen are learning how to guide their travels based on studying the night sky. I believe improving 2 ocean resources triggered that Eureka. So at this point, I'm pretty sure that barbarian will not be able to kill my slinger. So I'm going to move him back into position. I'm going to start... I'll move the settler in the opposite direction. We're just going to pretty much surround this barbarian, so there's nothing he can really do. I would like to be the one to secure the kill, but I think Gilgamesh is going to try and steal it from me. He's kind of trying to steal the glory a little bit, but whatever. Ooh, and it looks like the Queen of Sparta is sending out a settler of her own, kind of encroaching on my lands a little bit if she settles right here, and ooh, she's gonna try and kill me. Bet money she tries to kill me. I can't get this thought out. I've been watching The Crown a lot on Netflix. I'm a couple of episodes in to The Crown, and it's an interesting show. Here's the thing. It's a drama. It's very dramatic, like unnecessarily dramatic. Oh, come on, he straight up killed that guy's scout. I really want to get the kill on that barbarian with my slinger because it will trigger an inspiration for archery. So I'm going to try and do that as best I can. That scout is kind of harassing my settler a little bit, so I'm just gonna link him up to my warriors so nothing bad happens, and then we're just gonna go to the next turn. But it's really dramatic, but I like watching it just because I like listening to British people. It's kind of nice. And oh my goodness, wait a second. There are barbarians from this barbarian camp headed towards my city. So we're going to have to do a little bit of change of tactics here because this is not looking too good. And it looks, I think, yeah, that whatever has that barbarian that was over here, he's done now. But what we're going to have to do is we're going to actually have to get our other units headed back over to the main city because we're about to start getting attacked by some barbarians. So let's make our way. A lot of things are happening. Yeah, I've been watching The Crown. It's super dramatic. It's a good show. I like it. It's entertaining. But holy crap, this is like a barbarian fortress over here. This ain't a goddamn encampment. This is a barbarian fortress. Looks like we're gonna have a little war with the barbarians. All right, at this point, I'm gonna put my scout on auto explore because there's a lot of stuff going on in other places. I want to divert most of my attention to that. You know, it's very, very proper British. You know, it's very. Everybody's got their noses turned up at the sky like they're smelling farts all day, and they're all sort of talking like this, and Winston Churchill and things, and the crown is very important. All right, so let's start trading. Let us start trading. I want to trade with Jack. I want to trade with Jack because they're gonna give me a lot of gold, and we got a Eureka for currency, so our knowledge of currency has advanced considerably. Your trade routes directly exchanges goods, but a medium of exchange would make trade more flexible. So boom goes the dynamite on that one. Yes, I am still saying that. I should probably give it a rest. But on to more pressing matters. Let's move that slinger into our capital. So he is now garrisoned. I think he's garrisoned. He should be garrisoned now, which means he won't actually get killed unless the city gets killed. And he just got a promotion, so he's going to heal up in the next turn. But at this point, we've actually got to start focusing a little bit on military just because there's a lot of scouts, a lot of barbarians on the way. So we're gonna go for a warrior, and then we'll go back into builders so we can start, you know, improving more tiles and really hammering that out. I believe that is going to be the wise course of action here. And let's also get this warrior back into the fight. We're going to start marching him back So let's we're just gonna auto create the path to go over to here. Ooh, Russia is not gonna be happy because I'm basically settling right next to his city. He's gonna come at me as soon as I settle my city. He's gonna say, "Bro, what is you doing? Settling right next to my damn city." So let's continue exploring with our galley. I'm probably gonna auto explore the galley in a moment as well, but for now we're gonna keep moving it manually. And the scout is in too close proximity to the enemies, to enemy units to auto explore, so we'll move him manually into a safer position. And we discovered another city-state is a cultural city-state, and their request is to send them a trade route, so we're gonna do that. But yeah, it's very proper. You know, everything is very highfalutin. A Spartan delegation honors you with gifts of olive oil and black broth. Accept them with honor. Your delegation is most welcome in my kingdom. You know, it's stuff like that, and it's fun to watch, but it's a show that I feel like this show is supposed to be really boring. Looks like our galley is getting pelted with rocks, but it is holding its own.
Writing is easy. All you have to do is cross out the wrong words.
Without craftsmanship, inspiration is a mere reed shaken in the wind.
And there we go. So we just finished the research for writing, which unlocked the campus and the library. And we also completed a new civic, so we can change our productions again. So I would like to continue with the faith and the gold one, just because I want enough faith to found a pantheon, because that is a religion thing. So I'm gonna leave that on for a few more turns, the faith one. But what I am going to change is, because we have our boats now, I can switch over to Agogi. I believe that's how that's pronounced. But I'm pretty sure you're starting to realize that I can't read that well. Like, it's just certain words that I've never said the word Agogi before in my life. And now I have to say the word Agogi. But the Agogi, please, somebody in the comments tell me if I'm saying that shit wrong, because I know I feel like a jackass for saying it like that. But it gives us 50% production toward the ancient and classical era ranged and melee units. So as we start to grow our army a little bit, it's going to grow slightly quicker, and that is definitely what we need. So let's give our slinger a promotion. I mean, because he is currently garrisoned, we may as well give him the garrison perk, which will give him +10 combat strength while he's in a district. And we may as well leave him on the defensive for as long as he needs to be there. And then we can also choose a new research. And I suppose we'll start on irrigation. Actually, I'm not ready to go for irrigation yet. I'm going to go for animal husbandry, and then hopefully I get a kill on a unit with a slinger so I can get some archers, because archers have done some very good things for me in the past, and I would hope they would do some good things for me again now. And I suppose military tradition is no. I'm going to go for state workforce. So the two different policies that I can get from state workforce are that looks like it has an Covra. I'm gonna go for Covra and conscription. They're two nice policies. We'll talk more about them when the time comes. But we got a couple more units that need orders. I just want to get this galley in a position where he can just kind of sail around and explore, so we can meet the rest of the civilizations that are on the map, and find more city-states, things of that nature. But you know what I think we're gonna do as far as the civics, because we just made contact with another thingy. It might actually be prudent to go for currency, but that's going to take 14 turns, even though we've already boosted it. So I think it might be better to get a campus online before we worry about going for currency. Yeah. So that's gonna be our immediate goal once we get this new place up. Is gonna be to once we deal with these barbarians. Matter of fact, because they're coming. Barbarians is coming, and we gotta stop them. But yeah, much like Civilization, the Crown feels like a show that I feel like I'm not supposed to like it, like partly based on demographics, but also because of the fact that it just seems like a boring show. It like it's very quiet. There's a lot of just nothing happening. You know, it's very dull. It's a very dull show. But at the same time, my goodness, Russia has an army, and they've got horses already. Well, they've got heavy chariots. Damn, I feel like I'm behind now. I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna do me, and I'm gonna let them do them. Just I'm gonna let it be. But because of the demographic that I'm supposed to fall into, it's supposed to be a boring show. But there's a certain appeal to it because of just all the different sounds and sights that the show sort of has. It's just a rich experience. It feels like I'm becoming smarter and more cultured just by watching this show for some reason, which seems a little strange. Now, here's what's gonna happen next. That increased production on ancient and classical era melee and ranged units is very helpful. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go for another slinger. Is that what we're gonna do? Yeah, we're gonna build another slinger. We're getting tactical today. Fuck out of here. We're building another slinger, and then what we're gonna do next is we're gonna have enough gold to actually purchase a builder. And then after that, we're going to probably build another military unit. But then after that, we're going to cut down these trees, and the campus is going to go right next to this mountain, and it's going to get an adjacency bonus. Ooh, I'm planning it out this time, boys. We are getting into it. So let's move this other warrior into a better position. We can't actually get him into we can't garrison 2 units in the same building. So it's gonna be a while before he's actually in the thick of the combat, but he's getting there, and he's gonna do some work once he's there. And then as for our settler, it's been a long time coming, but he is now in position to where he can settle, or where he's just about in position to where he can settle. And you know what? I haven't really been doing too much with regards to making deals and trading with any of these guys. I guess because I don't really need anything. For my city, I still have +1 amenities, so I don't really have to trade with anybody for that. I'm not in need of horses right now, so I don't have to trade for that. So there's not really anything that I have to trade with anybody for just yet. But soon enough, things are gonna start getting interesting. I'll tell you that right now. Yet soon, not yet, but soon. Soon. When the time comes, our civilizations will meet. I will send a trade delegation to their borders. But little do they know, I have ulterior motives. Okay. Let's see what's happening. We're going to the next turn. It's telling us to please wait. An unmet player has finished building the wonder for Stonehenge. As long as it's not the Hanging Gardens, because I kind of want that one. And it looks like it's very unfortunate that warrior moved out of position, so I'm not going to be able to kill it. But what is fortunate is that we can choose our pantheon. And just because we have access to two fish-based resources, I'm going to go for God of the Sea. So we get +1 production on our fishing boats. And because we have... Boom, we triggered an inspiration for that towards mysticism for founding a pantheon. So because we have access to 2 fish resources, we are now gaining 2 additional production for actually having those resources. So that's pretty cool. So I'm going to untoggle that because it's prettier this way. But yeah, it's time to get these freaking barbarians out of our land because this is getting out of control. We're going to go for the attack on this one first right here. And then we are go. That was a bad play. I made a boo-boo. I made a boo-boo. Because I've got 2 units clumped together. I fucked up. I messed up real bad. For some reason, because I have 2 units packed on the same tile, I can't actually attack with either one of them. And I can't even move. Well, all right, I'll just move him out of the way so that this guy can lay into this guy. There we go. Still didn't kill him though. There's one. Look, come on, fuck out of here, game. He's got a little tiny sliver of health. That's nonsense. All right, so we're gonna purchase a builder. So we got a builder, and then we're gonna queue up production on. We're gonna queue up production on a granary for now, but that's not our end game. We're just gonna queue that up for now, and then what we're also gonna do. What the hell is good, man? We found this damn city, so this guy stops marching his chariots through my space. So we got a free warrior for founding a city there. This is the city of Bristol now, so that's pretty cool. But this guy has some. What kind of unit is that? The war cart, that is, I'm sure that's a unique, special unit for them only, for Gilgamesh only. But what we'll do in this secondary city is, honestly, I don't even know what's going to be the most beneficial for this new city. I guess I'll go with another scout for now. Do a little bit of exploration because we do have a lot of everything else. We've got a lot of other units. So with all of that done. Well, we did pretty good. We did pretty good. We founded our second city. We got Bristol up and running. We got London. We're doing all right. We got a lot of barbarians on our ass right now, but we're definitely gonna get them off of our ass very soon. We've got our slinger in there. He's about to throw some rocks at this man's face. We got our 2 warriors ready to do work. We got this, people. So we're doing pretty well right now, and I'm happy about it. I'm happy about it. We're a little bit all over the place today, but we're bringing it back. We're bringing it back. That's all I can say about that. But I am a little bit worried about this because if Gilgamesh declares war on me, shit gonna pop off for real, and this is not gonna be pretty. So, with all that said, let's end it up. And there we go. It's time for the question of the day. What was the hardest lesson you learned in Civilization VI? Me, this is my first time playing a Civilization game, period. So I've been having a really tough time coming to grips with the fact that I need to plan ahead. Foresight is key, and it's not just foresight for the next turn, but it's like 10 turns later, 20 turns later, 50 turns later, and thinking that far into the future, honestly, I don't even know, because I barely know what I'm going to do later today. So how the hell am I supposed to figure out what my civilization is going to do 2 years from now? I have no idea. I have no idea. So what is the hardest lesson you've learned from playing Civilization VI? I'm curious. So once again, thank you for watching Uncut Civilization VI on iBluairJgR Gaming for Comedy.